up roughly 12%. This is Wednesday, the 18th of February 2026, pre-market session. The stock was trending a couple of hours ago following its earnings report, which showed results exceeding expectations, with the CEO emphasizing benefits from a revitalized sales organization and increasing demand for AI-ready data infrastructure, amongst other things. Okay, so the stock has an effective float that is less than a million. So you can say it is a tiny float. It's a low float stock. Okay. Let's see now what we have. The stock has been showing a lot of weakness within a longer term bearish trend. Its 200-day moving average, which underscores its underlying trend, is sloping bearishly lower. However, today we have it's up 11.59%. Okay, so this extrapolation has been it may change, it may change when the market opens. So all we can do is just take the projections we have here. We have 6.9, 7.67, 8.15. What do we have here? Okay, so it's 6.26 is the current price. So it hasn't it still hasn't even printed the projections we have here. The list of them all is 6.9, hasn't gotten there yet. Let's see what we have here. Okay. Let's have a look at its weekly chart. But before we do that, let's see what we have in terms of probabilities. 6.31 hasn't printed that. Has it? Did it print that in the intraday? No. So 6.31, not very far from where it is. It had a rejection there. It had a rejection there as of the 11th. 11th was Thursday. 11 was Wednesday. 11 was exactly 1 week ago. It had a rejection there, so the stock is retesting the highs of last week. Yeah, so the probability of it, yeah, the probability of retesting that wasn't high, but it has done it anyway. It has done it anyway. It has done it anyway. Let's see now. The next is 6.99. 6.99 probability is quite good as well. Quite good. Okay. So let's see what we have on its weekly chart. On the weekly chart, we have the extrapolation is saying that we are going to see some strength coming in towards the 2nd of March. So 2 weeks from this coming Monday. Is that 2 weeks? More than that? I think this Monday is 23rd. So 2 weeks from this coming Monday, it's saying that it might it may have printed high prices. Okay, so the weekly chart is a lot more ambitious. So I think we can still let's magnify this and see what we have. Yeah, okay, so it's saying high prices will continue to print from Monday the 23rd to that Monday the 23rd. Okay, and then the 30th, and then 30th, then all the way towards the 2nd of March, even towards the 9th of March. So on the weekly chart, it's the projections are ambitious, the extrapolations are ambitious. Yeah. Okay, let's see what we have. Okay, projections are saying 7.44, it is an upper projection, and then 4.43, 2.55, they're all downward projections. Okay, let's return to the 4-hour chart to see, since the stock is up 12%. Okay, it's saying that a contraction may play out towards the end of today's trading session. Then after that, we might bounce again. So all in all, it's just saying that maybe from tomorrow, midday tomorrow, he may just be consolidating above this rising 40 period moving average. Projections are saying nothing to the upside. We have 3.78, 4.18, 4.82. Coming back to the daily chart, let's see what we have in terms of market grid to see if we can see anything there on the market grid. The market grid gives us a range of structured prices. Let's see what we have now. Bear in mind that the stock is currently at $6.32. Okay, it's now He has just exceeded this moving average. Just the maximum resistance is just slightly above this maximum resistance now, given that it's at $6.32. Yeah, 6.32. Yeah, 6.26. Oh, as a matter of fact, it's just right. This is where it is, just slightly below this. So profit taking may be based on this data, this daily chart. Profit taking may be taking place. Profit taking may be taking place, and it has a support below at 6.16, 6.03. Yeah, it has supports there, and even further below 5.9, 5.72, 5.66. As a matter of fact, 5.9, 5.85, 5.72, 5.66, 5.55, 5.4. Yes, yes. If it pulls back, then we are looking at maybe the sort of extrapolations we saw on the weekly chart, which is higher prices going all the way towards the 9th of March. Here we are looking at it's here we can't let's not read a lot into this because it has already failed today's extrapolation. But in the coming days, it's aligning with the sort of things we saw on the weekly chart here. Yeah, going on strength all the way towards the 5th of March. So resistance, it's getting exhaust. It may get an exhaustion now. It may run into some exhaustion now based on what we have on this daily chart. Based on what we have on it, it may run into some exhaustion, or it may well advance and test the highs of 6.849, 6.85. That's also a strong resistance. Yeah, okay, 6.85, 6.85. Yeah, it may go ahead and retest those highs, and then even 6.9 as well. No, but you never know, even towards 7.67 or even 8.15. But if it doesn't, if it gets a rejection, if profit taking ensues, which is what we should be expecting now, then it has a robust support all the way down to $5.4, which at some point it might find a bounce. It might find a bounce that might, you never know, might even propel it to retest, or rather, surpass this extreme resistance at $6.2. But in a very short time, statistically, it's not the immediate prices ahead are not so, but it doesn't matter that much. It does They're not so fantastic, but it doesn't matter. It could still it may well advance. There's still some probability there as well, even though it's not very high, not less than 50%, but there's still something there. Even with a probability of 0.1%, a lot can still happen. So yeah, the stock is trending. So let's see how all of this will pan out. And it's a low float stock as well. So yeah, a lot can still happen there. Yeah. So if the broader market decides that this is an issue, this is a sticking point. This is yeah, this is reason to buy it, and also fundamentals are came in right. Then we are looking at the prospects of even bigger, higher prices. Yeah, even possibly the highs of around $8. Yeah. So thank you very much for watching this video.